Fine, perfect. So let's start now. We'll discuss about delete or archive file relation. What is this all about? So as I mentioned, I'm taking the example of the source file shoppers_daily, and from this we'll try to understand that what is the concept of delete or archive file relation. What does this mean? Okay, so let me first of all load data of this file. So like we have discussed, this is a small piece of code which I will run to load the data. One row affected. Let me check if the data has been loaded or not. So data has been loaded. Okay, I think this is clear. Any question? Okay, now you don't have any question. Now suppose this data was of which date? 10 September 2022. Okay. Now what I will do is, suppose on the next day, that's 11 September, I got okay. Now on 11 September, I got this new source file from the source team daily. Okay. And this I think I have shown you the data is of 11 September. Perfect. Now tell me, if I will try to run the same code in order to load the data, what will happen? Any idea what will happen? Okay, I'm running this. So one row affected, that's fine. Let me show you the data. This is the data. Do you think the same record has the data of 11 September has been loaded here? Yes or no? Okay. So you can see that data of 10 September has been loaded. Data of 11 September has not been loaded, right? So what is the reason for this? The reason is when I have run this particular piece of code, it is referring to shoppers_daily.csv, right? But when I place this new file, the name got changed. Why the name got changed? Because already you have this particular file which was already loaded yesterday, right? That's the problem. So what is the solution for this? Any idea? What shall I do for this?
Delete the old data.
Delete the old data, or else remove this old file from this location, right? And create a separate folder and name it as archive folder. Okay. So suppose when I have loaded the data of this file yesterday, so immediately if I would have moved this to this particular archive location, so then when the new file which I have received, so that can be saved as shoppers_daily, right? Correct? No. And then when I will run this, let me delete this data from here. Now, when I will run this, one row affected, and you can verify data has been loaded of 11 September, right? So what you understood, guys, from this? Okay. See. Okay. See, the concept here is whenever you are loading a file, the data of a file, so immediately you have to move that particular file to the archive location. So once I have loaded this, so now this file should be moved to the archive location. Okay, got it. Now when you will get a new source file here, just a minute. Now, when you will get a new source file the next day, so easily that file can be placed at this location, right? And suppose this file is of 12th September. So this can be easily placed at this particular location. Okay. And then now if you will run this particular job, now I will show you if I run this job to load the data of, apart from 11th September, you can see the data of 12th September as well. Let me show you this. One row affected. Let's give this. Okay. So now you can see you have data of 11th September and 12th September both. So this is known as delete or archive file. So the main concept here is whenever you have received a new source file from the source team and you have extracted the data or you have loaded the data into the stage in the stage table. So what you have to do is immediately you have to move this file to the archive folder. If you're not moving this file to the archive folder, what will happen? What will happen, guys? Anyone? You will have duplicate records in the stage table. That is what I have shown you in the previous example. You are having duplicate records of the 10th September. So you should validate this. Otherwise, you'll be having duplicate records. And finally, on the report, you will show duplicate numbers. So if you're getting this question like what is delete or archive file, explain this term, then you have to mention this, that if a delete file means once you have extracted data from a source file, so that source file has to be moved to the archive location. Else what will happen? The data of that particular file will be loaded again and you'll be having duplicate records. Okay, hope that is clear. Any question? Okay, no question.
Tanvir, can you explain again?
Yeah, tell me.
Explain again.
Okay, fine. So here what I'm telling is, 1 minute. Let me show this example. Let me do one thing. Let me delete the data again, then I can explain this to you. Okay, now I don't have any records. So what I'm telling here is, suppose this is a shoppers_daily source file, which we have received from the source team. Okay. And suppose the data here is of 12th September 2022. Okay, fine. Make it 2020. Okay, this is the data. So once I have received the source file, what I will do next? I will extract the data, right? I have received this source file, shoppers_daily. So next what I will do, I will extract the data and I will load it. So I'm running this piece of code to extract the data from that source file. Okay, one row affected. Now I can show you. Now in this table, you have data of 12th September. Is this clear? Any question?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Now, suppose the next day on 13th September, okay. Got a new file on 13th September and this is the name. Okay. And you're trying to again load the data. So what you will do, you will again run this particular piece of code, okay, to extract the data. One row affected. Now I'll show you the result. Now, do you have the data of 13th September here?
Oh,
No. So again, you have data of 12th September only. It means this is a duplicate record. So why this has happened is this particular file, the old file. So the code is extracting the data of old file again. So that is what I mentioned. So once you have extracted data from a file, so you should take that file and move that to the archive location. Okay, so in this way, so now you don't have the data of previous day file. Now you have the data of present day only. So now if you will load the data of this particular file, so you'll be having the latest data. See, now I will run this. Now you can see 30 number data is here. Okay.
yeah.
So from this, what I was saying is, so whenever you're receiving, so suppose not 12, 13, which data I have loaded here? 13 September. So now you have loaded the data. So what you have to do, you have to move this file from this location to the archive location, this location. Okay. Else what will happen? So again, you'll be having duplicate records. So this is known as delete or archive file validation. So once you have loaded data from a file, you have to move that file to the archive folder. Else what will happen? You'll be having duplicate records in the database. Is that clear, Imran?
Yeah, clear.
Anyone who is having any doubt, anyone who wants me to repeat this? Is this clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, fine, perfect, very good. This was all about delete or archive file validation. Now let's move to the next one, restricted data or file validation. Sometime now what happened, like you have some data which are restricted. Okay, like suppose your bank account number. You don't want to show your bank account number to someone else, right? So similarly, what will happen? Suppose here, take the example of same file, shoppers_daily, and customer phone number. Okay, so now suppose this is a customer phone number. Okay, now if you all have, so I think you all have done shopping, right, in any mall. So what will happen? So when you will do the payment, they will ask for your phone number. I think you all have observed this, right? They will ask for the phone number so that they can give you further updates on your phone number, right? But tell me one thing, do you want that your phone number should be made public? Everyone should have access to that? Yes or no? No, right? That's a confidential data. You don't want that your phone number should be available to everyone. Okay. So that is why suppose that particular mall, they have this policy that, okay, we will take the customer phone number, but that will not be stored in the public database or the staging database or somewhere else. Okay. That has been agreed. Okay. Is that clear? But now what happened? Suppose on 14th September, by mistake, the source team has sent you the data and he has added the phone number as well. And this has happened because of a small mistake. Okay. So now if you will run this, what will happen? Now let me run this file. Okay. Why this error message is coming? Any idea? See, I will tell you why this is coming. The reason is here in the source file, we have added that customer phone number as well, right? This was the customer phone number, but the table which we have created, this table, shoppers_Mumba, I will show you. In this table, while creating this table, do you have I added the column customer phone number? Is it there? It is not there. It is not there, right? But in the source file, the source team has sent me that customer phone number as well. Okay, and that data is trying to get inserted into this table. But we don't have any other column which can take the value of that customer phone number. And that is why this is throwing an error message. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So this is known as restricted data or file validation. But what's the problem here is, although the source has sent this data to you, right? Now you have access to the data and you can see the phone number. You can see the phone number, right? And maybe we can share this to anyone else, right? So similarly, you have to validate in the source file that, okay, the restricted data is present or not. If the restricted, suppose if this will fail here, suppose, right, we have seen that here is the error message. So what you will do, you will check that why this error message is coming, correct? Then you will come to know that, okay, this error message is coming because the source team, they have sent us this customer phone number. Okay, and this was already agreed when the project will start. So during the requirement gathering, so all these things will be discussed. Okay, the business will tell you that this informations are restricted, they are confidential, you should not store this data in the database. Okay, so now it is the responsibility of source team, first of all, that they should not send you this data. Okay. Now tell me, in this source file, the source team has sent you customer phone number. So whose mistake is this? It is your mistake or the source team mistake?
Source team.
Source team mistake, right? Because it has been already discussed, agreed that they don't have to share the customer phone number. But by mistake, on a particular day, they have shared this customer phone number. So this is their mistake, okay? And our system has caught this. This has thrown error message. But when we have done the analysis, we observed that this error message is coming because the source team has sent a new column customer phone number here, okay? So you should check, you should do a validation of all these things as well, that if any data is restricted, you should not receive those restricted data. These are the important test cases, guys, from ETL testing projects. Now, these are the scenarios. Maybe you, if you're working in live project, if you have experience, so this will come, generally this scenarios come into picture, and interviews as well. They will ask you that, okay, how are you validating the customer confidential data? Okay. So here, if you have to validate, so first of all, you should do a negative testing as well. Okay. So intentionally, you should add some customer phone number and check that how your database is behaving. Okay. So the expectation is it should not accept that particular value and it will throw you an error message like it has thrown here. Okay. Is that clear? Any question? Clear? Okay. If it is clear, I have a question to you guys. Think and tell me. Okay, fine. That's good that our system has not accepted that phone number. Okay, but I got access here, right? Now you can see that I got access here. Correct? No, I got access here to this phone number. Now maybe if I can share this phone number to someone else. Okay, so then what else? What you can do? I got access to this phone number and I can share this to the market. Maybe I can send this data. I can sell this data as well. So what do you think? What should we do? Are you getting my question, guys? I do agree that our system has not loaded this data in the database. That is correct. But in the source file, source team has sent this. And when I will open this, I can see, okay, this particular customer, this is the phone number. Okay, I got access. Do you think this is correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect, right? Even I should not see this data. Correct? No, maybe I will sell this data. Okay, now you see, you all might be getting calls from that credit card, loan departments, and many other private or like professional agencies. They are calling, right? I think you all are getting those calls, right? Do you think how they're getting your numbers? So whenever we are filling forms, yeah.
I mean, no.
So you might have seen that on different platforms, we are giving our information, that mobile numbers and all those things. When we are going somewhere, they will ask you the contact numbers and all those things, right? I'm not sure if you have noticed this or not. So they will ask your contact number, your email ID. So from those data, so those agencies, they are selling those data to the credit card departments or the loan departments or the banks. Okay, and then they are taking those data and they're calling you. Okay, so the data nowadays, the data is very important thing. Okay, so the agencies, they are selling the data. So that is why if I got access to this data, suppose this is the data of some important customer or the CEO of any particular company, then I got access to this. So this is like leakage of data, right? Nobody wants that data to be leaked. Or suppose your credit card information, right? Credit card numbers you are saving in your Amazon account or the Flipkart account or any other platform, right? Suppose by mistake, if that is leaked, so what will happen? The reputation of that particular, what I can say, the site will be at stake. Correct? No. Suppose take the example of Big Bazaar. I think that happened last year. Last year, the database was compromised and the customer information was leaked. Okay. So these all things are very important and you should check these things. Okay. So now I got access to this. So, okay. So that's good that has not been loaded in database, but I got access. So what next? This is again an issue. So while developing this, you have to create, developers has to create a mechanism that even if in the source file, if you're getting any extra column in source file, if you're getting extra column, that file should not be downloaded. That file should not be downloaded, because I agree that this data has not been loaded, but this file was received at my server, right? At this particular location, this file was received and I got access to this file and I can see this number. So that is what you should validate this as well, that if any particular confidential or restricted data is coming in the source file, then that file should not be received at our location. Is that clear? Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Everyone? Sai Kiran,
Yes, yes.
Vinay, Kiran. Okay, fine, perfect. Now, okay, if this is clear, let's move to the next one. These are the very, very important test cases. If you're going to work in ATL project, these scenarios will come into picture. So please make a note. Okay, it's a very important concepts. So this was all about file level validation. We have seen, first of all, that when we are extracting data or when we are receiving the source file, what all validations we have to do. We have seen a lot of points. So the first thing we have seen is count of source files. So first of all, you have to think that how many sources you have. Okay, if you have 6 sources, then you must confirm that the files must be received from all the 6 sources. We have discussed both the scenarios, that if you have received 5 files or 4 files, then what you have to do. Okay. We have discussed this transaction on holiday handling. This is a very, very, very important concepts of ETL project. What happens in holiday handling? What is data rollover? I think we have discussed data rollover as well. Okay, yeah, data rollover. This is again very important concept. And then file format, you should validate rows, count, header, trailer, variance, check, completion of file download. And this three will come in most of the ETL projects. That which load you are talking, full load validation, incremental load, how you validate incremental, how you validate full load, and all those things. Hope this is clear. Any point on this file validation, because this is almost done. Then we'll move to the controlling jobs. Any question, guys, on this? Okay, no questions. Don't have any question. Let me move to the Control M. Let me show you that screenshot of Control M. Okay, what is Control M? Anyone? Any idea? Tell me either yes or no. You have idea or not? Okay, I think you'll not be having idea. Sai
No.
Kiran, do you have any idea? No idea. Okay. So this is very important tool of entire ETL world. Okay, Control M. Okay. So this is nothing but this is the scheduler. What is the scheduler? Try to understand that. Okay, what is a job or data loader? First of all, tell me that. Then I will continue with this. Come on, guys, please make the session interactive. You guys are not speaking, so the session will not be interactive.
When we want to run a particular task, all this.
So job is like when you want to load data, right? Someone has login with Galaxy M32 5G. Can you please tell me who's this? Else I have to remove. Okay. So we know that job is used to load data, right? Suppose we have received the source file, and from the source file we are loading data into the staging table, right? So how we are doing that? We are running the job, right? And I have told you that job is nothing but a piece of code where you have a piece of code which will help you to load data. Like suppose this one is that. Suppose this particular small piece of code. So this is what? This is, if I will keep this in a file, that will become a job. Okay. And this is very simple. Suppose if you want to include some more logic, suppose I have included update logic, delete logic. So I'm adding some transformations as well. So this is nothing but a job. Okay. But now tell me actually what happens in a live project. You're getting data from multiple sources, suppose 10 sources. So what will happen? You will load data in a particular stage table from all the 10 sources. Am I correct? Right? So what do you think? You will run this individually one after one, that have, okay, once you will load data from the resource. Once it is loaded, then you will run the data from Mumbai. Then you will run from Bangalore. No, it will not happen like that. Nowadays, DevOps, you all have heard about DevOps. What is that? It is all about like automating the entire task. Now everyone wants to automate the thing. Okay. So this control M scheduler, what it will do, just you keep all the jobs, okay, and give a sequence that, okay, first run the daily, file, then run the Mumbai file, then Kolkata file, then Hyderabad, then Chennai, then Bangalore, like that. So what this will do, suppose this is like a servant, okay, you give them the order that, okay, first load data into this, then this, then this. So automatically it will hit that particular job and it will load data. That is why the name is scheduler. Okay. So we have Control M, and apart from this, we have many other scheduler as well. But this is the common one. So I thought that I will tell you about this. So understood what is Control M? Control M is the job scheduler. It will run the job automatically. You don't have to trigger each and every job manually. Okay. And apart from this, one special feature of this is if you want to run job at a particular time, suppose you want to run job at 9 a.m. morning daily. Okay. So if you can give the timing as well. So exactly at 9 a.m. it will take the source file and it will run the job and it will load data for you. Okay. So you got the idea what is Control M, guys? Yes. Control M is a scheduler. It will run all the jobs. So when you will work, so in the project, for the project in which I was working, so we are having close to 150 jobs. Okay. Because we have to load data from file to the stage table, and from stage to the integration layer, and from integration layer to the access layer, right? You have many layers. Okay. And you want everything to be automated. So you cannot run that each and every job individually, that, okay, let's run the job from Delhi source file to the stage table, then Mumbai to the stage table. Once in a stage, all the data has been loaded, let's move to the data to the integration layer. No, you cannot do all those things. It will take time, right? So that is why scheduler, this is like a servant. You mention all the things, all the job names, okay, and then give the criteria that at what time you have to run, and it will run the jobs. Okay. Jobs can be scheduled in multiple servers. I will tell you what is this multiple servers. Just understand these 2 points as of now. Now this is a small like screenshot I'm showing you of the Control M. Okay, you can see this is a small page of that Control M scheduler. Okay, here it is like we are mentioning that on which date. Suppose if it's Monday is highlighted, so it means I want to run this only on Monday. So this job will run only on Monday. Okay, order on months, on which months you want to run. If you want to run for the entire year, so you can highlight this months for which you want to run. Okay, now you can see from time 8. So what it means, what is written here, guys? Job must start running within this time frame. So at 8 o'clock exactly, job will start running. You got any idea about this Control M from this saying this screenshot, guys? Yes or no? Any question?
Yes.
You understood this, Imran? You got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what is a Control M? How this will be helpful?
It is used to automate the jobs.
You can order the jobs, okay, and it will run automatically. It's like a scheduler, yeah, automatically. And you have the freedom. 2 freedoms you have as of now. I will show you 2 freedoms, but you have many other features as well. So the one is you can sequence the job. Suppose you want to run the Delhi first, then Mumbai, then Kolkata. You can give the sequence. If you have mentioned that, okay, first of all run Delhi, so it will run Delhi source file first, and then Chennai, like that. Okay. And then you can mention the timing as well, date as well, on which days of week you want to run. Suppose you want to run on the entire day, you can highlight this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, and you can mention the timing as well. So at that particular time, even if your team is sleeping, you are sleeping, so you don't have to bother. It will run it. Okay, it will load it. Everything this will do for you. Okay, so hope this is clear. Now moving to the next one. Is my screen visible clearly? Or you want me to zoom this?
No, it's visible.
Now you can see this is like a more holistic picture I am showing you of this Control M. Okay, so let me show you that what this is all about. And this is like a link. This is an application or the tool which you have to install, okay, in your project. So if you see here, so I will just mention the part which is important to you. Don't bother about the other things. You can see at the top, like these things are mentioned. So as a tester, you don't have to bother about all these things. Okay, this is something which is needed for the developers. Okay, but you have few other features like export file, export this the sequence and all those things. But the overall, this is not of that much use for you. Okay. Now coming to this left side, the planning. Okay, the planning is like it will show you the planning that what all jobs you want to run. Okay, suppose sometime this will trigger the job automatically, I have mentioned. Okay, but suppose sometime you want to run this job manually as well. Like if you remember last time I have told you that you received a source file from the source team, but the data in that source file is not correct. So what you will do, you will ask that source team to send the file again, correct? May I know who is Galaxy M32 5G? Yes, I have to remove. Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Siraj.
Siraj. Okay, fine, Siraj. Thank you. Okay, so I have told you that if you're receiving data from a source file and that particular data is not correct, what you will do? You will contact the source team again that please tell me, send the correct file, right? So again, if they're sending you the correct file, then you have to load data from that source file, correct? No, suppose you have scheduled this job to run at 8 a.m. daily, 8 a.m. morning. So you have received the data, but data is not correct, and the source team is sending you data at 12 at 12. Okay, so what you will do? Now you have two options. You should wait for the next day to run the job at 8 a.m. automatically, or else you will trigger the job manually. Now tell me which one you will go for. You will wait for the next day?
No, so automatically.
Right. You should not wait for the next day. So what you will do, you will trigger the job manually. You have that option as well. You can trigger it automatically, okay, or you can trigger it manually as well. So once you have received at 12, okay, then you will see that, okay, the job, suppose the daily source file was incorrect. So from this, you will search which was the daily job. So you will pick, suppose you can see highlighted here, no? So you can pick this and then you can run it manually as well. That is what this is known as planning. From this, you have to plan that which job you want to trigger manually. So this Ctrl M will give you that both the options to run it, to schedule it on a particular day, or you can run it manually as well. Okay. So now tell me, if you will suppose this daily job, I run at 1 p.m. today, manually I have triggered. So not tomorrow at 8 a.m. that job will run or not, or it will stop.
Run.
It will run. Even if you are, yeah, tell me.
What I'm telling, Tanvir. Oh, you should run at tomorrow at 8 p.m. on 8 a.m. Sorry.
So even if you have run this job at 1 p.m. today manually, so again tomorrow at 8 a.m. that the automatic part will go on running. That will not be disturbed. Don't think that, okay, Tanvir, you have done this job at 1 p.m. today. So tomorrow at 8 a.m. it has been scheduled. So that will get disturbed. So it is not like that. If you have scheduled it to run daily at 8 a.m. so it will run at that time automatically. Okay, you don't have to think about that. And if I have triggered manually, that sequence will be disturbed. No, it is nothing like that. So this gives you freedom that if you want to run this manually, you can run manually as well. That is what in this folder is known as planning folder. Okay, is this clear?
Yes. Clear.
Any question, guys? Please ask me if you have any question. This tool, you should know this tool if you're going to work in ETL project. Okay. What else I can tell you? What else I can tell you? Okay, I will show the next item. Okay, this is again a home page of Ctrl M. Once you will click on that one, this home page will come. Many options are there. You don't have to bother about all those options. So you should know from testing perspective what all is required for you. Okay. Now next one. Okay, this is very important. Try to understand this. If any question, please ask me. I will explain you what this is all about. I'm trying to zoom this. Okay, is this visible or not? Or do you want me to zoom it more?
Zoom it more.
Okay. Okay, fine. See, what is happening here is, again, you can see planning, monitoring, history, forecast, and tools. You can see these 5 tiles: planning, monitoring, history, forecast, and tools. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Planning, I have told you that in planning, you have the freedom. You can select the job which you want to run. Okay. Now, next is monitoring. Monitoring is the most important. Okay. You can see a total picture of the jobs, what is happening here. Now, let's try to understand what this is all about. Okay. First of all, you can see here the entire, okay, don't see this one. Don't see this one right now. Okay. I will tell you what this is all about. Just concentrate on this central part. Okay. Now, here you can see mostly 2 colors, red and green. The one which is in red, that why this is red? Just any guesses?
Maybe job was failed.
Perfect, very good. The job was failed, right? And the one which is in green, it means
It's successful.
these jobs are successful. They have run successful. Very good, very good. And the one which is in gray, it has not
It's
run.
running.
Running. No, it has not run yet. Okay. Now, see, look at this one important concept. This is in red. Now, what is this arrow? What is the meaning of this arrow here?
Sir,
Can you see this arrow,
uploading
guys?
job 1, then we will go job 3, I think.
Perfect. This is like a hierarchy. This job will run only when the above job is passed. Okay, so now you can see this job is failed. So this job will not run. Okay, now this job will run only when this job will be passed. So this job has not run yet. So this job will not be processing. Okay, so this is known as dependency of jobs. You are giving dependency. Okay, now the question is that Tanvir, why you are giving dependency? I will tell you the reason why the dependency is. Sometime when you are getting data from different sources, okay, so there are dependencies. Okay, suppose you want to calculate the total. Suppose you want to calculate the simple interest. Okay, so the formula for simple interest is principal into rate into time. Okay, now this is the principal file, and this is the rate file, and this is the time file. In this file, you are getting the principal information. In this file, you are getting the rate information. In this file, you're getting the time information. If the principal information is not correct or there is some issue, now tell me, it will be helpful to load that rate file. Hello, is my voice audible?
No, sir.
Imran has mentioned that voice is not audible. Is my voice audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
To Imran. One minute, guys. Imran cannot hear us. When Imran, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So where I was, I forgot. Yeah, okay. So I was telling you about dependency. So suppose in this file you're getting principal data, in this file you're getting rate data, and in this file you're getting time data, right? And you know, if you want to calculate simple interest, principal, rate, and time, these three are the important components, right? Even if principal is incorrect and you have the correct data of rate and time, tell me, you will get the correct simple interest value?
Yes.
Yes. No. If the principal information is not correct, that is incorrect, and even if rate and time is correct, how you can get the correct simple interest? That will be wrong, right? That is why we have mentioned a hierarchy here, that if the principal is incorrect, don't load the data of rate and time. That will be of no use. You got it? So similarly, you have many other dependencies as well. Okay, so that's why we have mentioned here dependency, that if the previous file will fail, so the next job or next file will not be loaded. Okay, so is this clear?
Yes, yes.
Now, can you see any dependency in these two files, in these two jobs?
No.
No. So again, it is not mandatory that all the jobs will be having some dependency. Don't think like that. You can ask me that, Tanvir, here there is no dependency. So yes, there is not mandatory that there must be some dependency in all the jobs. No. So here there is no dependency. That's fine. Okay. Now, is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, similarly, this is the exactly same concept. Okay, green, red, and all those things. Now you can see multiple lines, right? Can you see, is it visible? This multiple lines?
Yes.
Yeah.
These lines. I will zoom. Let me zoom this. You can see these multiple lines now. So what this line is all about, this line is telling sometimes you have multiple dependencies. Okay, so if you will see this one, so you can see one line is going in this direction. Okay, and one line is going in this direction. Okay, so it means this and this job, this and this job have dependency on this job. If this job is passed, only this and this job will be triggered. If this job will fail, then this and this job will not be triggered. Okay, so that is what these lines are showing, the dependency. Now, if you see this, you have multiple lines. This one line is coming to this one, and the next line is coming to this one. So similarly, this too is having dependency on this particular job. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
You got an idea, guys? What this is Ctrl M and what the jobs are doing, how you can schedule it automatically. Any question on this? Please tell me.
Tanvir, I have
Yeah, tell me.
here, I mean, your database is,
Sorry, your voice is not audible. Can you please repeat?
yeah, the job is passed, no? But
Uh-huh.
here FTTP and some other is failed here.
Oh, okay. Got it. So you're talking about this one, that Tanvir, this database, something is written, this is passed, but how these two are failed, right?
Yeah,
FTTP and the
yeah,
next one, no? Right, okay. Fine. See, here what is happening, this dependency is just telling you that if this database job, what is mentioned here, if this is passed, only then this FTP and this particular job will run. First of all, understand this, okay? Only this will run. So this is passed, then this FTP has started running, but it got failed. That is possible. Correct? No, that
yeah,
is
yeah,
possible. This is also failed. But if the reverse is happening, that suppose if this job is failed and this job is getting passed, then that's an issue. And that is
yeah,
not possible. That
yeah,
if particular parent job is failed, how the child job can be passed. Even that should not be triggered.
yeah,
Okay. That's what I have shown you here. You can see in this example, this job is failed. So this will not be triggered. This will
yeah.
not be triggered. Okay.
Okay,
But if this is failed and this is getting passed, then that's a big defect.
yeah.
Okay. So any other question? That's a good question you have asked. Any other question? No questions. Now I'm asking a question. Now tell me what this is showing, this pie chart.
It was showing how many jobs are passed and how many jobs is failed
Very good.
and how many jobs is need to
Hmm.
uh, what-
Yeah. So this is giving you a total picture or health of your entire job. And here you can see at the bottom some numbers are mentioned. No? You can see these numbers, guys. These numbers. Okay, 133, not okay, 12, 0, awaiting resource 0, and all those things. So this will give you stats in numbers as well. The how many jobs are running and all those things. Okay. So in this pie chart, you can see that okay, green. So you can understand that okay, most of the jobs are passed, right? And few are in red. It means few of the jobs are failed. This gray means these jobs are still not processed or not executed. Yellow means this is in progress. Okay, you got the meaning of this. Yellow means this job is in progress. Still it is running. Okay, and green means it is passed. Red means it is failed. Gray means it is not executed. And then you have one more color, blue color. Okay, so blue color means, so that is little bit complicated term. So it means it is waiting for some resource. I will tell you that later point of time. I will come to the resource part and all those things. But before proceeding, any question on this slide?
no,
Is it clear to everyone, or anyone who wants me to repeat? Please feel free. I'm happy to repeat. I don't have any concern.
clear then.
Clear? Okay, very good. Now I will show you few more. If this is clear, then I will proceed further and I will show you few more information about this. But I will tell you only from testing perspective, guys. When I was starting this session, many of you have asked the question that you will be covering Informatica and all those things or not. So yes, Informatica will be covered, but again, from testing perspective only. Okay. Now, can you see what is this here? What is this symbol and what is mentioned here?
Not clear then.
Clear. Now, still not clear.
No, not clear. Blur.
Now, still not clear.
No, no. More MOILD something.
Okay, the symbol, what the symbol is all about? Tell me.
Lock.
Lock, right? Very good. So what is the meaning of this? I will tell you. Okay, try to understand. But I'm assuming that you guys have understood all the concepts. Then I'm proceeding with this. Okay. Tell me one thing. Okay. This OS job 1, you can say this is mentioned here OS job 1, correct?
Yes.
And this is dummy job 3. Okay. If I'm running this OS job 1, suppose, and this is passed, if I'm running this OS job 1 and this is passed, so you know what will happen? Immediately this dummy job 3 will start running because this is having dependency. This is a child job and this is a parent job. Okay. So the controller works like this. If the parent job is passed, immediately your child job will start running. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clear.
But suppose in a particular requirement, you don't want to run this dummy job 3. Suppose this is a special requirement where you want to run only OS job 1, but you don't want to run OS dummy job 3. Okay. So it means you want to create a lock on this. You want to keep this on hold, right? That is why this is the function of this hold. So if you click on this job, dummy job 3, and then you will keep it on a hold. So what will happen? This OS job 1, once this job will run, and if this is completed, this job dummy job 3 will not be executed. It is like you're applying lock on this, and that is why the symbol is lock, and this is mentioned as hold here. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is like this is giving you control, that you can control the flow. Okay. You want to run only OS job 1. You don't want to run dummy job 3, but this is having dependency. So you can create a hold on or lock on this dummy job 3. You can create a lock. So this is the purpose of this hold. Is this clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Then next to this, what is this? Can you see what is written here?
Rerun.
Rerun. Okay. Now apply your common sense and tell me when you will do a rerun.
Job was failed.
Very good. Perfect. Suppose the job was failed. Maybe the file format was not correct, or in the
Correct,
file you
yeah.
have confidential data and all those things. So this job will be failed, I think, right? So you will
Yeah.
fix that. You will check that, okay, this is a problem with the source file. You will fix it and you will place a new source file. So then what you have to do is you have to click on this, and then you have to, first of all, set to okay. You can see here it is mentioned set to okay. So you have to make it to set to okay. Then this red color will be changed to this gray color. And then you have to click on rerun. Then this job will be executed again.
Yes.
So you understood this hold and rerun. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear.
Very good. Very good. Now moving to the next slide. Just a minute. Okay. Now here I'm trying to show you more detailed information. And here this is like a planning folder. Okay. If you remember, I have shown you planning folder here as well. And in this planning, I have shown you that total jobs. Okay. That how many jobs are there, different jobs. Okay. But sometime what happened in a particular folder, like here you can see these are the folders. So is job 11. This is a folder. This will be having multiple other jobs as well. Okay. So similarly, if you will click on that particular folder, it will show you that, okay, that particular folder, if you have all this job, it will show you that, okay, in this particular folder, I have this 10, 7 or whatever job is there. Okay. So that is what this will show you, each and every job which is present in a particular folder. Is it clear? And then from this, you can select what all jobs you want to run. Fine. Any question on this, guys? Okay. Now this is again in monitoring. Again, this is detailed view. This will show you that folder structure, that in this folder, I have this particular folder video, and this video I have this show you the job. So this is like a hierarchy. You are showing this in a tree structure of particular folder. Okay. And then what else? Okay. One more information I want to show you here. Okay. First of all, tell me. So far, what we have discussed, is it clear or not? Then I will proceed further. Anyone who wants me to repeat, please tell me. So Raj, are you getting all these concepts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is clear, I am proceeding further.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What-
starting from today only, I am Ctrl M only, not sir. Topic.
No. We have discussed about delete archive file validation as well. I will share the
Okay.
recording. Go through that.
Oh,
If you need
okay.
any clarifications, Siraj, give me a call. Okay, we'll
Okay.
discuss.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Now you can see on the right. Let me zoom this a little bit more. On the right, you can see this is mentioned something show user, right? And some other information are also present here. Correct? No? Is it visible? This part?
Yeah.
Okay. See what this part is all about. I will tell you. This is like a general information this will give you. Okay. File path, C drive, file name, show user.bat. Okay. And this is the host. Whenever you will connect to this Ctrl M application, you need a host, and that will be shared by your project manager. They will share that, okay, this is the host. You have to connect using this host. Okay. Run as job owner, order ID, status is wait condition, order date. Order date means when you are running. This was run on 30th of December 2015. Okay. Now, apart from this, the most important is this output. Can you see here it is mentioned as output?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the use of this output? This is very useful. Suppose a particular job, it was failed. Okay. So once the job is failed, what next you will do? You will try to find the root cause. Correct? No, that's why the job has failed. So if you click on this output, it will open a page, and in that page it will be mentioned that in which step that particular job was failed. Okay, so from that you can get the information. Okay, this job was failed because of this reason. And similarly, if you know that Informatica monitor, workflow monitor, so from there as well you can get the information, the reason why the job was failed. So this is very useful for the analysis purpose. Okay. Okay, hope this is clear. Next one, what is special in this? Okay. Let me show you this one. What I'm trying to highlight here is, suppose we have selected this show user job. Okay, we have selected this particular job. You can see this is selected. Okay, and what is this small red symbol here? Is it visible to you guys? What is this small red symbol here and here?
Lock.
Lock. You have applied lock on it. So
Lock.
once you will apply lock or hold, no, so this symbol will come into picture. Okay, and then you can see it is trying to free it. You can see it is free mentioned here.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
cannot see. Okay, so you can see. So once you
Yes.
will click on this, so this will be freed, and then you can run it. Okay, and once you will free it, then this rerun option will be enabled, and then you can rerun this. That is what I want to mention here. Okay, so once you have clicked on the show user, right click, these all options will come. If you will free it, then you can rerun that. Okay, and the job will be executed. Any question, guys?
No.
Questions? Okay, after we have run the job, you can see now it is in green color. It has executed. That's why this is in green color. Now you can see the color has changed to green.
Yeah.
Okay, and once it is executed, here you can see a status will be ended okay. You can see here ended okay mentioned here.
Yeah.
It will be ended okay, and if it is failed, it will show ended failed like that. You can see other information started at when the job was started, when the job was ended. All the information will be mentioned here. Any question on this slide? Are you understanding, or it is like
Yes.
bouncing?
No. No.
It's getting clear?
Yes.
Okay. So again, here, okay, I will show you this output. I'm trying to see. 1 minute. Now tell me what this is, this right slide. What is this information, guys?
Output.
Output, right? In the previous slide, I was telling you about output. So once you will click on output, you can get total stats. Echo user, who was the user who has done this job. Okay, domain or the server, job object statistics, total CPU usage, and all those things are there. And apart from this, you can get some more information, total processors, and many other things will be there. But if the job will fail, it will give you the detailed content that why the job was failed. So you have to click on this output, and you can get all the information about that particular job. Then the next one is Again, you can see here, you can rerun. That's what I told you. Once you will free it, you have the rerun option will be enabled. You can rerun this job. Now, why it is in yellow color?
It's processing.
In progress.
It's in progress. Job, it's in progress. Why this is in red color?
It was failed.
Job
Failed.
was failed. Right.
Failed.
Now see, if the job is failed, you can see here. In this, you can create a log as well, and this log will tell you that when the job is it visible or not. Let me zoom it. Is it visible? You have
Yeah.
clicked on the log. You can see that why the job was failed. Okay, ended at. But you can see here ended okay. Why it is telling as ended okay? Because if you're running a job, there are multiple steps. It will show you each and every step. So a particular step, this step was okay. Okay. Then it will tell you all those things. When it started at this, job started changed to executing. Okay. And then if it is, so it will give you total stats. You see, failed to submit job sub-user, something like that. So it will mention where the job was failed. What is the reason of that? You can see to mention rerun by user. The user has rerun this job. Okay. You can get the total stats, the log for the job. Okay. Any question, guys? So this is like high level. I have zoomed it. I'm showing you this. Same information in the log. Job status change to executing, and all those details you can find from here. Any question?
No.
Okay. And the same information here, I'm showing you dependency of the job. Okay, like this particular job is having dependency on this. So once this is executed, then this will run. So guys, this was all about Ctrl M, and you should know this. This is very important. This is used for job scheduler. This is used to automate your entire execution of jobs. This will give you many freedom. Like you can schedule the job, you can run the job at a particular time. If the job is getting failed, you can get the information why the job is failed. You can keep a job on hold. You can rerun the job. You can trigger the job manually as well. You can run the job ad hoc basis as well. Okay. So final call. Any question on this? Ctrl M and the jobs. No questions?
No.
No.
Okay, perfect. If you don't have any questions, this was all about Ctrl M, guys. Ordering, we have seen failure notifications. Oh, one more thing, sorry. So if the job is getting failed, okay, so it is suppose that in the slide I have shown you that, okay, this particular job is failed. Okay. If this job is failed, how you will be informed? Tell me. If this job is failed, how you will come to know the job is failed?
By into.
So you have to log into this Ctrl M right now, and then you will see. So actually this will give you a feature that once the job is failed, this will trigger an email. Okay, email notification will be sent. And then once the email is received, and in that email, you'll be having that log file as well. So from that, you can find that, okay, this particular job was failed and this was the reason. Okay, that is what I have mentioned you, failure notification. So the job is failed, a notification will be sent to you. Resource of Ctrl M job. I will tell you what is this resource. Jobs dependencies we have seen. We can schedule the dependencies on jobs that, okay, first the job A will run, then job B will run. If the job is A is failed, job B will not be executed. Permissions on resource. I will discuss about this resource tomorrow. Okay, so this was all about Ctrl M and the job, the scheduling part. Okay, if you don't have any question, fine. I will share this recordings. Please go through this recording. This is very important. And then from tomorrow, we will start that what all validations you have to do in a staging layer. Okay, all these things. This is very important, guys. So you have to understand this. Okay, fine. So if no questions, that's all. We'll connect tomorrow at the same time. Okay, fine. Take care. Bye.